Are we rolling, Al?
Phone's on silent. Yeah,
We are rolling.
We're going.
Could I have a little more click in my cans, please?
What the hell does that mean?
He wants it up a bit.
I was joking.
Oh, well done, mate.
Comedy, isn't it?
Roll
Yeah.
the track. Just
Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Extra Milky podcast.
talking about this. You're actually going to force that through, aren't you? Just
I
by
think
You
so.
have to
sheer
go.
force of-
You have to sit about a fist away from the mic.
One
Just
fist.
Pull it in the way. One fist will do you.
Roll only one fist.
Billy one fist.
So yeah, we've got Phill with us today. Phill I guess is our boss to some extent on a
Lucky.
fairly semi-regular basis.
Yeah.
Do you want to break the fourth wall, Phil, and just show everyone your face?
Yeah,
How many cameras are in here?
You're on the left. You're the left camera. I'm that one.
I'm
He's
over
that
there.
one over there.
All right. So we're looking straight down the lens there.
Straight down the lens. Pure insanity. It's good that you actually came in now. We have a slight confession to make. We might have chewed the fat about you on previous pods.
Yeah, what have you said so I can defend myself?
Yeah, no, all good stuff.
I said that you'd come steaming in here just furious about something that happened to you this morning.
I did actually, to be fair, just coming up here, some woman, I was trying to text him, trying to find out, where I should be parking. Some woman knocks on my window, scares the shit out of me, and says, I need to get past. And so I had to pull into next door's driveway, and I scraped the bottom of my front valance on their bloody rockery.
Oh, no.
Fantastic.
I keep on hurting my car.
On Friday, we were on the way to work and someone reversed into you.
Oh, yeah. I was very calm about that.
Incredibly calm. It's the only time I've seen you calm is when something bad happens.
Do you know what? If I hadn't hurt my van so many times myself,
Mm.
then I'd fair
Yeah, say whatever you like.
of a fuck.
We're
He
going
reversed
to
into-
do some coke in a minute, Phil.
Yeah.
We can swear. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just reference it's like nearly 11 o'clock morning. So yeah, no, I looked at it, door opened, phone him, you can have a free one.
That's nice. I was like that the first time I think I scratched Tess.
That's his Tesla, by the way.
Yeah, we call it Tess. Why not?
We call it Tess.
Yeah.
He calls it
Okay,
Tess.
me, my son, whoever else is there. Alfie calls it Tess. Yeah,
Do you?
yeah. Yeah, hate Tesla. Alfie hates Teslas.
Is that a principle thing, Alfie? Is it just because you hate Elon Musk or you just don't like the car? Do you not? I don't actually think they're the future. Hydrogen's the electric, obviously. There are too many rare minerals that go into these batteries, and they're not recoverable once you've used the battery. So they're actually going to turn out to be even worse for the environment, I do believe. And the poor little children that have to go down there to get the lithiums out.
But those little kids do facilitate my selfish needs of luxury.
His car you got to worry about.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Honda Civic.
Easy, Tiger.
Easy.
You could grow new people from what's on the front seat of his car.
Nothing bad has ever happened in my car.
No, you're a saint.
No, it's all been very good apparently, but there's been a lot of it.
Yeah. I knew this was a mistake.
Yeah, this is
You and me next
This
time.
is a huge personal mistake. No, it's not. It's great because, what have we got to save face for? Nothing. You know what I mean? We're
Well,
just
no,
us.
you're supposed to be, putting stuff out there and, setting the world to rights.
Well,
Yeah.
this is it. We're not looking for success. We're looking to just do stuff.
Looking to
'cause,
piss some people off.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be,
Why not?
just
Rage
be
bait.
yourself. Yeah,
Yeah.
rage baiting. Now, where do you get? Is it China? Where's the rare earth minerals?
The
come
lithium,
from?
do you know?
It's probably
Well,
in Greenland.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot in Greenland. There's a lot in Venezuela.
Yes, and
Because,
Venezuela is the most. It has the most oil sort of supplies of any
But, you know,
nation in the
it's-
world.
I think
They
it
stack
has
it to
the
it,
most oil reserves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As in the amount of barrels they just sat of crude oil just sat there. It's something like 50 billion. Or
Also, the
something
difference
stupid.
is the grade of oil. So you get light, medium, and heavy oil. Heavy oil is the one you want. Then when the heavy oil runs out, you get light oil. And so what they want is the heavy oil because the refining equipment, most of the refining equipment is set up for heavy oil, not light oil. So if like Northern Californian oil is turning into light oil, that doesn't work anymore. It's harder to refine. So you want the heavy oil. Venezuela has plenty. So does the UK actually. The North Sea reserves are.
I've heard that
Somebody said we've got 500 years of that stuff. Go.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I do quite like the experience now of an electric car. I was actually thinking that this morning when I was driving back from the Trows with my coffee and milk, so boys could all have some coffee.
Sons.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Alfie's milky, extra milky. I was actually thinking the weather's chucking, the water's bashing, it's all crazy. And I was just gliding quietly along in complete comfort and luxury in my car. And I just had a moment of, I actually really like this car. It took me a while to get used to it, 5 years ago when I first got it. I hated it for the first week or two. It was like driving an Xbox. I felt so disconnected from the road, but I just went all in. I do know why. It's a fairly boring story, but I was importing. Phill loves a long George story. I was importing. Sorry to all the petrol heads. I was importing a Hellcat from California.
As you should have been.
As I should have been.
You can buy them off the shelf in this country, though.
Yeah, and I decided I had to dream about the letter T. Very autistic. And I got obsessed with the letter T for about 2-3 days. Couldn't sleep, couldn't focus on anything else. And I Googled it, and Tesla came up. And this is literally why I have a Tesla, is because of that random dream.
Well, you're more mental than I thought you were.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the children in the mines?
Yeah,
Because
go for it.
when we shut the mines, they all started playing Minecraft. And it turns out the children yearn for the mines.
Is that true?
They love it.
Is that actually
Send
true?
them back.
Are
Well,
you...
isn't
Not
it true?
Is it?
Is it true?
Isn't it? That's
I don't think kids in China that are working in mines have PlayStations.
It's the ponies that love the mines.
they yearn for the mines.
Yeah, who knows? Who can possibly comment whether children in China have PlayStations? Though I'd imagine
They're all
quite
on
a lot of
TikTok.
them do.
Yeah, that is quite
They
possible.
don't need to play Minecraft. They've got the mines.
Because I don't know if you've ever
They
been
are
played Call of
literally
Duty,
playing it.
and then you get sniped by some Chinese kid in 0.25 of a fucking millisecond as soon as you poke your head out around from something.
Yeah, but China is a big country. There's definitely going to be, the super rich and then the chronically
I think
Yeah.
video games are the
Just
number
like
one
Croydon.
cause of
like Croydon.
racism.
China is like Croydon.
Just like it.
Yeah, exactly like Croydon. They also have 50p buildings.
Twisting my what?
The 50p building, it's one of the most famous buildings on the Croydon skyline, is this big concrete building that looks like it's lots of 50p's twisted and stacked up on top of each other.
Somebody
We
win
shot
an
on it
award
in-
for it.
We did. I don't know what it's actually called, but its nickname's the 50p building.
Do they all know what you do? You keep on saying you shot at it and that kind of stuff. It's
Yeah, well, people are getting to know, but yeah, we shot. I think it was the film Bandersnatch, the Black Mirror film that came out on Netflix. We shot a lot of it in the 50p
Oh,
building.
there you are. We all work in telly, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, Phill is a grip. We didn't say that.
Yeah.
So we've had 2 guests, both grips. We need to branch out a bit.
Who's the first grip guest?
Jamie came
Jamie
on the second.
Oh, I'm the second one.
So you are the second on.
Right.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you'd had 2 before, and I'm the third.
No.
That's good.
Whoa.
But we need to sort of branch out in departments.
I want Dugan to come on.
Oh,
He doesn't think he'd be any good. Jack Dugan, if you're watching this, come on. Gonna be good. Oh, I'll tell you what I saw in the gym the other day. I'm going to go to gym chat now. Matt.
He's a lovely bloke and
Yeah.
very funny.
Yeah, very funny. So you should reach out, and he's gonna accept.
Incredibly racist, though.
Oh, is he? Well, we can't. Do that.
yeah. Now he has to come on to defend himself.
Yeah. That's
No,
what I
you don't. Don't believe anything that's said on this podcast. It's purely for entertainment,
I-
mainly
He's
for
not.
our
He's lovely.
entertainment.
I was led to believe that Alfie over there would fact check things live as we.
What
Go
would
on,
you like
try
to
it.
fact check?
I don't. No, nothing yet.
He will do.
Yeah.
His microphone doesn't work.
When
so.
we get to a conscientious point, no, a contentious point, we'll just get him to look it up, so we're not talking absolute
Well,
complete
let's do it.
bollocks.
Could you think of something contentious off the top of your head? Phill Hill? Is that the
Yeah.
stupidest question I've ever fucking asked in my life?
Well, which subject would we like to start talking about first? Would we like talking about his royal orangeness in America? Who actually?
Oh, you're talking about Trump?
Yeah.
I thought you were going
There's a
actual
guy.
royalty.
No. There's he wishes. There's
Yeah.
I wish. But there's a guy who just keeps on posting, who's a doctor, or like a dementia doctor, who keeps on pointing stuff out, like the catheter bag strapped to Trump's leg, which you can see completely outlined when a wind blew up against his leg, and there it is, like pointing that out, going right, and he actually believes that Donald Trump's got 5 to 10
Wow.
because he's got Alzheimer's plus many other things.
Do
He's
it, Alfie. Go for it.
No control
How
of his
long does
bowels or
Donald
bladder.
Trump have left to live?
Does he have Alzheimer's disease?
That's
Do
interesting.
you know what the fact checking thing happened in your van the other day? Because you said Donald Trump is 89 years old.
Oh yeah, no, that was a complete
And
fucking lie.
I said, hang on a sec, that can't be right.
No,
I know
turns
he's
out
old.
he's 80.
He's 80 odd, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, his father died of dementia.
Still too old.
So
Dun,
the times for those who
dun.
Alfie, is your mic actually being recorded? No, it's not. We've still got tech issues. It will only be resolved by spending more money. But
So, subscribe, folks. Click the button at the bottom. Subscribe to this channel and make some more money. So he can
Smash
get,
the like
make us,
button.
so he can get Alfie on. Smash the like button, kids.
So
and Dave will do something stupid. If he gets up to 10 followers, Dave will take his top off.
I'll chop my finger
we're
off.
already at 13 subscribers.
Oh, fucking hell,
After-
13.
We're on 13 subscribers.
I want to know who
after-
these people are. Are these
Yeah,
people?
all of
hours.
Alfie's accounts.
yeah.
Yeah, they're just no. They are quite random.
I watched our first pod yesterday, last night.
Was it
Yeah.
good?
No, it was horrible.
Complete
I hate the sound of my voice.
Oh, I'm the same. I was listening to myself thinking, you sound like a bellend.
Oh, no,
Like, I honestly was just like, what is? I'm not sure if I can listen back to them.
We got some feedback. Apparently, you speak too slowly.
Yeah, what is that? I think my story.
I think it's
slow-
because you speak too much.
too slowly or too much. That's what I was going for. I was like, yeah. I always, 'cause I sing in this band. When I listen to myself speaking back on recordings, I always feel like if I had a slight Australian accent, I feel like I talk like Peter Andre. I
Yeah,
feel
a
like my
little bit.
voice is high. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out Flat Pack Panda, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
massive.
My
If
bad.
anyone's
Flat Pack
watching
They
Band.
are.
this, and
They are no, legitimately. How many years you done? 14, 15,
15 years. in the
15
same
years.
sort of lineup.
and they are genuinely a really good band. Like,
You can
it's-
catch us on Instagram
Yeah,
at Flatpack.
go for it. Throw it out there.
Anyway, contentious stuff. There's Donny Trump.
So what did you find about Donald?
He's got his niece.
Oh, he
says,
did say he
the
said
niece,
the
but
Times.
I
The
need to find
Times
this- wait,
apparently
wait,
have
wait,
said
wait.
that Donald Trump
I
only
am
has
gonna-
a few months to live.
It
or
might be a
something.
little bit of dead air, but I'm going to just. I'm just going to have a look for.
Be careful
this-
what pops up on your screen, Phil.
No,
yeah,
I
there's
will.
a camera directly behind
Yeah,
you.
it's right above you. Looking, no.
It's fine. This guy won't pop up now, but he does genuinely say that he's a dementia person taking care of people with dementia, has qualifications in it, and goes all the signs, all the bruises on the back of Donny's hands
Mm.
of getting injections to fight off the dementia. But Donald Trump today said he takes 300. Can you ask whatever thing you're using what effect 325 milligrams of aspirin daily for 10 years might have on your body?
I'd
That's
say that's
quite-
pretty horrendous.
That's quite a lot.
So,
325 milligrams.
so isn't aspirin's a blood thinner, isn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, people who've had a heart attack or a stroke might take a 75 milligram dose daily, which is a low dose aspirin, keep your blood moving. But he's on 325 a day. He said he's done it for years. He wants nice thin blood pumping through his heart, if that makes sense, quote unquote.
So,
I think if you're not going to invoke, what is it, the 25th Amendment for a mentally incapable human being president? If
Right.
you're not going to invoke it for Biden, then there's no way. that
yeah,
Here's the
Trump's
thing.
reached
there's
that level.
absolutely no way you could do it for Trump. Biden was all over the place, bless him.
So
I felt bad for him. 'cause
So did I. It was terrible.
they abused that poor lad.
So we stuck him in there, hoping he'd. I mean, you know, he made it through. God bless him.
It can.
It can increase bleeding risk. Yeah, that's it. It can ruin the inside of your stomach. He has it injected, so that's all right.
Doesn't it make him easy to kill if he gets injections every day?
Well, no, I don't know.
Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
They
anybody
could
wants
always
to do
pull
that.
a Mossad on him.
But talking about like America and that kind of stuff, we know what the Second Amendment is
Guns.
America's right to bear arms,
Mhm.
right? To Alex Petty
Oh, yes.
was shot because he had a gun, right, which they took off him and then shot him.
Yeah, you're allowed to have a gun.
You're allowed
dude.
to have a gun,
Yeah.
and they say, and then the
Depending
10
on the
times,
state.
the press secretary, whatever she is, who has to stand up there and say it, her with the blonde hair, was saying who would turn up to a rally with a firearm and 2 spare magazines. That's on him. But the
Anyone
people
could.
who stormed the Capitol when Trump pardoned everyone turned up with AR-15s, and they turned up with open carry weapons, brandishing their weapons, and Trump pardoned the lot of them.
Well, do you
and
remember
lauded
Carl
them as
Rittenhouse, the guy who turned up to that Antifa protest? Is it Antifa? Something like that.
Antifa.
anti-fascist people,
Oh, right.
and he turned
I
up,
think
and,
it's anti-fat.
and he was attacked. And
Antifa.
Antifa.
There you
right,
go,
that makes sense.
Antifa.
I
Thank
thought
you,
that was a
Alfie.
place in the Caribbean.
Fact check, Alfie.
And he shot a couple of people and killed them.
Yeah.
And the defence of Carl Rittenhouse from the right wingers was that he's allowed to carry a gun.
Right.
It's a free country. And now those same people are saying, why did this bloke have a gun?
Yeah.
It's like, let's be consistent here. You're allowed to carry a gun.
Yeah.
He didn't pull it out and point it in anyone's
No.
face.
So what happened? These untrained fucks got him to the ground, had him on the ground, and
And
while he
then
was on the ground, somebody
executed
felt a
him.
gun,
Yeah.
got the gun, and went, gun, gun, and then everybody's fucking shot him.
It's mad.
See, that's
Because
that's
they're not trained.
That's not okay.
They're untrained militia who won't show their faces.
Are they untrained?
See, no,
Yeah.
they're definitely not untrained.
There's a 50 grand signing bonus, and they get any old shit to come along and play. And they are generally, they don't go through like fucking 12 weeks of Quantico or a police training course. They don't, it's not like,
What is their training?
well,
Alfie,
what,
can you
what
look
is
up
ice training?
ice training?
They must be. I mean, they're.
So on the subject of,
$50,000 sign up bonus.
so I'm going to play.
That sound a bit.
I'm going to play slight devil's advocate or strong arm or whatever you call it these days.
Yeah.
So
Here we go.
I've heard
Devil's
what we
avocado.
want.
devil's
Let's
avocado.
play.
This is why I came.
Game on.
So
Hit him.
Just this.
I'm gonna hit with this. So apparently, and Alfie can look at this up as well, just in case I'm talking out my backside. There is a lot of actual evidence now that I think it was either the FBI or CIA, one of those crazy American conglomerates of lunatics, actually had people in the crowd purposely riling the crowd up for going into the Capitol building. Also, it has been discovered that, and we know this because of the BBC, and Trump is suing the BBC because our media made it look like Trump was riling them up. But that clip that they did, there was a 57-minute gap between let's go to the Capitol and let's storm
that was
the Capitol.
outrageous.
So the BBC, thanks for all of the work you've had over the years. It does keep us going, all of us.
Especially for service.
You know, for your programmes, but your news team, oh my life, get a grip. That was so. I think
You can't say that,
there are two.
Do you think he wanted them to do that though secretly?
Possibly, you can't do that.
Well, you can't.
You can't
no.
edit things like that of the president.
No,
of the
you- no,
we
United
can't
States.
say
That's-
what Trump actually thinks because ultimately with Trump, he's just playing a giant game of chess. So all of this Greenland stuff is Trump appears to be a person that pushes hard, way past what he wants, and then when he retracts back to what he wants. So he doesn't want to babysit and fund the UN is how he sees it. He doesn't like Europe. He wants America to be its own thing, looks after itself, isn't dependent
It's fucking big enough for
on
that.
anything.
It's NATO, isn't it?
But yeah, it's NATO. So he pushes NATO hard, then backs down. So and he offends the British. He offends everyone.
How has NATO
on
backed down
purpose
on Greenland? He
because-
hasn't gained anything.
No.
No, but what
it's
he
been
has
paid.
gained
No Greenland.
is that
That
he-
Europe's just gone, okay,
No,
you
listen,
can't have it.
what he
What's your
has
next
gained,
move?
what he has gained is that he doesn't have to now have his military patrolling Greenland in case of Russia or anybody else.
he
Give
did
me a
it
sec.
anyway.
Yeah.
What do you think was going to happen?
Yeah. So he doesn't want to have people out there
He doesn't have to. He didn't anyway.
because he's got all of his military flying towards Iran at the moment.
Also,
So he doesn't have his military out in the North Sea or the Atlantic or
that's
wherever
not-
it is.
that's not the flashpoint. That's
So
not.
now NATO is covering Greenland while he's playing chess. So he's moving stuff around. I'm telling
He's
you,
not playing chess.
he is playing chess. He is power playing all over the planet.
He's making
but
everyone
America's
He's talking about
hate America.
'cause it's
his whole slogan is
because it's
America
close to
first.
Russia, close to China, that kind of stuff. Can we talk about how close the tip of Alaska is to Russia?
It basically touches it.
Right.
The Bering Strait is what 50 kilometers or
Right,
something.
50
It's tiny.
Yeah. So that's like
It touches during the winter,
yeah.
but not during the summer.
Right. So put your fucking
They're
soldiers there, you
touching
dickhead.
tips.
and then you're
Is
given a
it?
gun.
Eight weeks in-person training course, and still they're shooting people for no reason. He stood in front of the car in a
That-
planted 2-foot position,
Yeah,
ready
oh,
to shoot. Then he moved out the
100%.
way and planted his feet in a 2-foot position, ready to shoot. Then he shot her in the head, shot her again, and called her a fucking bitch. Now listen,
Can I just
guy
say
was never
that
gonna
guy
get fucking
got
hit.
run over 3 months before?
Yeah. So what you're doing
While doing
is letting
ice.
someone with PTSD go into the field with a gun.
I'm not saying it's right to put him back in the
Fuck
field.
ice.
You've got to be.
I'm just saying,
George, you've got to be
that
really
he
careful
got-
before you shoot
seriously,
someone in the head.
do not fucking.
You've got to be absolutely.
I'm not
Do not shoot
defending.
someone in the head, then call him a fucking bitch. And if you watch all of the videos, he had a planted 2-foot stance ready to shoot in front of the car. Then he moved out the way.
That would have come from his 8-week
and
training program that
then-
obviously worked really well.
Then he fucking shot her in the head and called her a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
Did
No,
you
but
see
he,
the?
he got ran over and dragged down the road and almost killed. So yeah, I'm not.
Did he?
I'm,
though?
Did
yeah,
you know? Because 8 weeks later, he's still able
months,
to go out there.
3 months beforehand, he got dragged down the
right, I
road.
see.
And they even said he had
Literally-
PTSD, didn't they?
Yeah, they
But
did
yet
say
they
he had
still give him a
PTSD.
gun and they send him out there.
Yeah. Put
So
him on
yeah,
leave.
so can you blame him or are you blaming the people that
Fuck
run
ice.
ice?
If that had happened, I blame him because he pulled the fucking trigger. I'm afraid of cars, so I shot her in the head. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
no,
dude.
I'm not defending the
blaming
fact that
him.
he actually genuinely killed someone.
He
but
actually
obviously, we're
genuinely
looking at
killed
this
someone.
from a very British perspective.
If it's a very British
and America
perspective, he'd be done
technically
for
is the
murder.
Wild West.
He'd be done for murder.
Oh, in the UK, that's it. He's done.
Oh,
Like,
also
there's
the UK.
no way he could do that in the UK.
We're actually fucking in danger of reform getting something.
It's very possible. I mean,
I
the
think it's
Conservatives are
incredibly possible.
defecting over to reform. Even what was it, yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, I feel like I'm home. Who said that? Somebody defected over
It
there.
was the
Suella Braverman.
Suella Braverman.
Yeah, there
Holy
you go.
shit. I mean, reform, the idea itself isn't awful. Nigel Farage is. You know what I mean? It's got the wrong kind of. The problem with voting, and here we go, and this is what it's going to be with reform. They shouldn't let the population vote because they're fuckwits who vote for the comfort of what they want and what they want at the time. I want this. I want my people out. I want my country to be safe. I want this, so I'm going to vote reform. And then reform will come in. They go, fucking hell, this is shit because now I live in a police state. I want to change. I want Labour. Labour will be great. Labour will be good. Oh no, Labour have fucked it up because they're spending all the money. Oh fucking hell, I've fucked it up. Stupid people shouldn't be allowed to vote. There should be an IQ test before you're allowed to vote because people don't know what the fuck they want. What they want is something easy and comfortable and right away. Somebody's made a promise to them. Oh, I fancy that. Let's have some of that action. Let's have like Britain first and all that kind of stuff. I want something to believe in. I want to be able to fly my flag and not be called a racist. And then they vote for that. And then before they know it, well, you've got to take care of the place financially. This is just a fucking island that needs to run as a business.
Was anyone worried that Phil was going to be sort
No,
of shy
I was
and,
really looking
retiring on this
forward.
podcast?
I was really
But
looking
it's
forward
true.
to this.
It's true. This is why
exactly what we wanted.
This is why I'm glad they let 16-year-olds vote because 16-year-olds have got a much more fucking clear view of what's going on planet. Because they've just come out of the school. They do politics, they do PHSE, which is human studies and that kind of stuff. So they've got a really good idea about what they want and what they want to see going forward. They're not just go, oh, I want to fly my flag and I don't want to be called a fucking racist. I don't want those fuckers from abroad down the road from my place. I want Nigel Farage. He's the man for me. He'll sort it out. But then back to the point is,
yeah,
these people need to be financiers because what we've got is basically there's no fucking Britain anymore. You fucking, somebody said fight for your country. What country? What is there for me to fight for? There's no, all we got, and as it should be seen, is an island that's a business that needs to run smoothly, well, and in profit. And now you need to have people be able to do that. Now, what you do is, who do you leave? To Keir Starmer, who's apparently been fucking in bed with fucking depression for God knows how long, or do you leave it back to the yeah?
Is that true?
Yeah. Or do you leave it? Or do you leave it to the multi-millionaire?
Right, so I've got a couple of things to say.
Take care of it.
I loved what you said there. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
And we should always, freedom of speech first, just be able to say anything you like on this
There's
podcast.
a big
Go
butt
for
coming
it.
now. Okay.
No, there isn't. There is no but. You
you,
leave
Phil.
my giant butt out of this. No. So I think the thing that I'll disagree with you on is that we shouldn't have an IQ test for people that can vote. I think that people,
And we'd all be fucked.
we'd all lose our right to vote because then who puts the barriers in, who makes the rules? It'll be whoever's in power. So all that would do is generate more power for the person that's in power. And we don't like that in the UK. In the UK, we once dragged out the Archbishop of Canterbury from Westminster and hung him in the street.
When you say once, what year was that?
A long time ago.
Right.
So maybe we should... No, let's
discount
not do that again. I'm not
If the
condoning
internal
violence.
combustion engine wasn't prevalent in that time, I think we should discount it. Also,
No, but what I'm saying is what our country is built on. Built on? Isn't that a meat?
it's built on misguided Christian faith and war.
Well,
Oh,
which
here
is
we go.
amazing. That's fantastic. Alfie's cheering Phill on.
It is.
So
It's built on money, the top 1%, empire, building, getting more and more and more. The India tea companies, those people, more money, more control, under the name of religion, and that's what it's built on. Honestly, Mark Twain said, if voting made any difference, they wouldn't let us do it.
Yeah, I say
true.
so. I agree.
Who let this godless
it's
bastard
brilliant.
on the pod?
I know, it's fantastic.
Fuck God, there is no such thing. It's for the
brilliant.
weak-minded. Religion is for the weak-minded. People who control their life now, I'm going to control my life now and keep everything inside for the afterlife, for the next life. Fucking hell, you're a unique being made of fucking space dust. Is that not enough for you?
I
Is
think
it the
we
human
are
condition?
unique.
Well, there
and
must
made
be
of
more.
space dust.
My mind can't handle this. There must be more. I must have to believe in something else. Let's call it the afterlife. Oh, yeah. So if I'm really good now, I'll have a really good afterlife. No, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And in the Bible, it says you turn up at the pearly gates, ask for fucking forgiveness, and in you go. So just carry on.
It's just a chilled pod.
Not entirely biblically correct, but it's okay. The one thing I was really looking forward to for today's episode was actually the fact that Phill sees the world almost entirely different to how me and David do, yet we're all good friends. And I think this is an example that should be set. No, theological, go for it. Rip into God. God's laughing. But the same with you are. Can I just say, let me just make my point. My point is that I think in this country, we're missing the ability to talk like this. My theory, and you won't like this theory, but my theory is we used to, as a nation, as you said, put God above other things.
Yeah.
And I don't think that that's a bad thing, because my perspective is that humans have this innate and inbuilt need of worshipping or venerating or lifting up something bigger than themselves.
It's called the human condition.
And I think that human condition is placed in us by God. I know you disagree, that's fine. And I think what's happened in society in the last so many years is that as that worship, as that direction of putting something bigger than yourself above you,
the void has been filled by something worse.
The void has been filled by something worse. So now you have people that are religious about politics, they're religious about sport, they're religious about money, they're religious about all these things. Yeah. So I think the society has gone downhill because the top spot isn't where God is anymore. The top spot has moved for everybody. So you'll have like 20% this way, 20% that way, 20% whatever. Everyone's split up, and everyone now has their God as politics, sport, religion, some people religion, money, and it causes this angst. But what I guess a real person...
Absolutely.
I know. What I think someone who... people like us who are able to go past that because we're logical, sensible human beings. Yeah, I know, it's great. But I think that's what's bringing society down. And I think to keep society in a good place, you should have less rules than you have rules. Right. Personally,
there we go.
To keep society in a good place. Good question. First one.
Yeah.
What did the dinosaurs believe in? Second,
grass. They loved eating grass.
Phill believes in dinosaurs.
So God turned up. God turned up after a couple of billion years, and then just decided to take over the planet, or he created the planet.
Oh, he created.
He created the dome.
He created.
He
created
in
the
which
planet.
we all live.
With did he create the dinosaurs in his own image, or was he just fucking about then?
So the dinosaurs. We're obviously looking at dinosaurs from a modern history perspective, because before 1850 or whatever it was, we believed all of those other creatures were just dragons. We didn't even have the word dinosaur. We called everything a dragon.
No.
Which I get.
They do exist. They did exist. So they did exist. So explain.
Yes, they did exist, but in what form and when? Carbon dating is only
in dinosaur form and before us.
Yes, but
in those little chicken nugget form.
Let's go back to the first Jurassic Park film.
You don't believe in dinosaurs, do you?
I do believe in dinosaurs.
I don't.
Steven Spielberg, they still walk around the Earth now, just not the big
Komodo dragon,
ones. Yeah, Komodo dragons. Hippos are probably something to do with it. Crocodiles, all of that.
Yeah.
They still exist. Birds. So what I'm saying is, in the first Jurassic Park film, Steven Spielberg got the top paleontologist in America to be his buddy, so they could make something accurate. Now, when it came to velociraptors, and you can look this up,
I'm talking about dinosaurs' relationship to God, not how we perceive
wait. Can
dinosaurs.
I just no? But this is
Let's get off topic. This is
we're not getting off
dinosaurs'
topic.
relation to God. How does God and dinosaurs mesh? How do they fit?
They're just another creature that he created.
All right. Before us, because we weren't around then.
Well, I'm saying that Adam was around before.
Weren't we around then?
Adam.
Oh, actually, no.
Maybe there were a few of us who got killed in the Ice Age.
It says in the creation story.
Is that not possible?
It says in the creation
This isn't me being
story.
antagonistic. It's me being stupid. There is a difference.
In all the art from all the places and all the way back, why do Adam and Eve have belly buttons?
No, that's a good question.
It's a great question.
Right, carry on.
Yeah.
You were saying?
I am someone who genuinely believes that God, out of chaos, created the earth. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And I do believe that he made the birds in the air, the fish in the sea, and then he made man on the sixth day. Now, that is just what I personally believe.
What about the dinosaurs?
On the sixth day, God also made the land animals.
Oh, God, so humans are 4.5 billion years old.
God was busy on the sixth day.
But what I was trying to get to earlier, and then you said I was diverting, is that we believe what we believe because of the filters. Just give me a sec to run with this. Phill, filters, Phillies.
Phill.
Right.
The filters that we believe what we believe because of our experience or because we believe this person, that person, whatever. But I'm saying is even something like a film like Steven Spielberg's film, when he went to the paleontologist and said, tell me about velociraptors, he was like, yeah, they were kind of like giant turkeys. They were covered in feathers and they used their intelligence, apparently, to dance in packs. Now, you can go look that up. That was on the... that is definitely how that story went, as from my own research that I put into it. It's open knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. Because of Steven Spielberg, we believe dinosaurs are what they are in the film. That's molded society to believe a certain way.
I believe they are from primary school. I got taught about dinosaurs in primary school. Diplodocus was my favourite. T-Rex was a second favourite of mine, but that was primary school.
Mark Bowen.
But it would be interesting actually to go back and look at the pictures of what we were taught before Jurassic Park. We should do that. That would be interesting.
Are you disputing the age of dinosaurs? Are you just saying that dinosaurs aren't as old as we think they are?
Yeah, I'm saying that dinosaurs were probably around even 500 years ago. I think the whole carbon dating thing is complete bullshit.
Alfie's rubbing his hands
because they're still around now.
He can clip this.
Right.
You said dinosaurs are still around now.
Yeah, okay.
So they are. So dinosaurs are still around now. I think some of the bigger ones, they might have gone 500 years ago, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years ago. And we know there were bigger dinosaurs.
When was the Ice Age?
Listen, if you go back...
Don't listen, mate.
No, I'm telling you.
I will jump over that fucking desk and strangle you.
The Ice Age was shortly before Noah's Ark.
Yes, just before.
How big was that, and how did the penguins get there?
We love penguins.
Yeah, shout out to that penguin, by the
way. Shout out
those
to the
edits.
penguin.
Well, great. Good
Brilliant.
diversion. Yeah, that's good.
Fantastic penguin.
Also, back to your thing about people needing to be like, needing something to believe in and religion and that kind of stuff. Whilst all this believing was going on and everybody was under control and going to church and in control because of the church, were they poor and the church was incredibly rich?
I'd say...
So it's about money then?
I'd say a bit of both. Well, no, okay.
So it's about control of the masses and making money. The Vatican still being the richest bank in the world. But also, before Roman Catholicism was the big one before fucking Henry VIII turned up and wanted to fuck someone else. Good on you, good on your fucking Protestants. So
shout out Reformation.
Yeah,
shout out Reformation. 1600s.
Do you know what I mean? Right?
Woo!
So before that, the church might give alms out to people and a bit of bread and that stuff, but they still had money to build the church, grow the church, have gold, silver, and wonderful idols and stuff in their church, and had all the money and all, whilst the population were under control because they were threatened by heaven and hell. So so it's not about belief; it's just they believed they were damned or lifted up if they didn't fall into line. So people have stopped doing that, and now they're not in line. It's fine. Don't worry about that. We are just animals at the end of the day. We don't actually have to. We're just animals, and we're a parasitical fucking stupid species that need another asteroid. Don't get me wrong. I'm not fucking bigging up the human race. We're fucking awful, all of us. Look at what we're doing with genocides and Gaza and all the fucking awfulness that's going on in the world. So, but religion has very little to do with it. It's a weak-minded concept for people who need something to believe in.
Who do you think Jesus was?
Jesus was probably a very, very clever man, and a bright and intelligent. We have them now, right? We have people who speak amazing words of wisdom but nobody really gets behind them and follows them, because back then the word and word of mouth, it might have only been a few hundred people, but that's a fucking lot of people in that small place. Do you know what I mean? But that's been, obviously, all the writings of Jesus were written over 100 years after the fact, because the Bible wasn't actually written at the time, was it? You'll agree with that?
The Bible. So the books of the Bible were written over about 4,000 years, from the Old Testament to the New Testament.
Right. So
but within the lifetime of the people that were there, the Bible was written.
But you know, their concept of scale was a lot smaller than our concept.
Yeah, they didn't have the worldviews that we have.
But yes, I believe he existed. Yes, he was a very, very clever man. Was he the son of this person who made the dinosaurs as well as himself? Oh, I think what I'll do is I'll make my son. Oh, the whole story doesn't add up.
I'm interested, and we talked about this the other day, that the disciples were willing to die in horrendous fashion.
Yeah, because when you really believe something, you do really believe in it. People will do that for their country. People will do that for their race or their religion. And people,
the resurrection and all of that stuff. I mean, to pull the wool over people's eyes like that is.
I don't think it was a stunt. I'm sure the resurrection was rewritten, not at the time.
Can I just say, other cultures around the world and all the other types of people and beliefs and everything that was around at that time, nobody was shocked that Jesus rose again. The interesting thing is that back then, people were totally okay with people coming back to life. Nowadays, we're not okay with that because we've taken whatever path we've got to here. But there weren't the cultures at the time didn't dispute his resurrection. They disputed that he was the Son of God.
Do you know when you know why awake is called awake?
Yes.
Right then, that's why. Because people used to poison themselves in all sorts of ways, pewter, lead poisoning, and that would give the symptoms of death, and they'd bury people and they kept on coming back to life. So what they'd do is have a wake, is have somebody laying on the table for a couple of days while they have a party around them, just to see if they come back to life. And people did it so much that they used to bury them in coffins with a string up to a bell, which is where Saved by the Bell comes from. When you come back to life in the coffin, having had this, because medicine wasn't there, your breathing slowed right down, your heart rate's gone, you're fucking dead. They put you in the ground and you come back to life. Anything could have happened. I doubt it was God's intervention. And why didn't it happen before? Why hasn't it happened since? Because I know, faith. Faith. You've got to have faith. You've just got to blindly believe. Because if you don't blindly believe or have faith, well, it's faith. That's the crux. That's the kingpin of the religion. Faith.
Yeah, it is 100%.
That's the final hammer blow. You just got to have faith.
Yeah.
Something to me just feels right about it, you know. I'm a very logical person, but it's just like just a gut feeling, you know.
Yeah. For me, it's not even gut feeling.
Do you think that's weird?
It's actual experience.
Well, whatever. I mean,
do you think I'm weird?
Yeah. Well, come on, that's been established.
Phil definitely thinks we're both weird. It's why he's here.
If we thought the same, we wouldn't have these amazing discussions and fun discussions in the van and that kind of stuff, and vive la différence, that kind of stuff. Because we're all intrinsically funny and we have a time.
Stay close to your mic.
Yeah, I think I'm talking quite loudly. I don't want to be clipping it. Yeah.
No, that's all right. You're fine.
And yeah, but I think, each to your own. Just don't go fucking killing people because the Bible said it was your land 3,000 years ago.
Yeah, I think
we go.
Yeah.
Don't fucking eradicate an entire species because the Bible said I could.
No, yeah, but the Bible didn't say that they could. They're just using that. Just saying.
Oh, you agree that people just use religion as an excuse to kill loads of people? Then
100%. People use religion.
Is religion good or bad?
Okay.
This podcast is sponsored by the IDF.
Yeah.
Just watch your fucking mouth. Yeah.
Well, I don't watch my mouth. I should start walking with a limp so they can't shoot me on the way out.
No one knows where we record this, so we're currently safe. Can I?
Just west of the house.
I just want to say,
just west of the house. Call it a drone strike.
You can take anything that is good. You can take anything that is positive.
Yeah.
You can take anything that is loving, anything that is caring, and you can turn it bad. Yes, the church has messed up big time over the years. I am totally okay I'm not okay that it happened, but I'm okay that that's a fact. It is a fact. The amount of abuse that's happened within it.
Yeah.
It doesn't change the root that the fact is that something can be pure, good, holy, righteous, whatever word you want to use for it, it doesn't change that. Humans, as you said, mess things up. Humans are the best thing on the planet and they are the worst thing on the planet.
Well, no, they're not the best thing on the planet. They're just an apex predator.
They can.
We're the cleverest thing on the planet.
A human would dive in front of a bus to save a baby.
Yeah? So would a dog.
So would a dog. That isn't the point.
I'm sure if it's in the sea, a dolphin might have a crack on it too.
Oh, the dolphin would probably kill it for its own.
It is an interesting point of why we do things if it's entirely based on our own survival and furthering the
No, because we do have empathy.
Why we do things
There,
like that.
there is
But
empathy.
people risk
There is
their own lives.
There is love. Okay, so they do. There's empathy. There's love, and all these things are linked in our endocrine system because otherwise we wouldn't procreate. If we were just standalones and didn't feel these things, we'd never fall in love with anybody.
Right,
We'd never have babies.
People are willing to
population.
People are willing to sacrifice their own lives.
They are
for others.
because we
and that can't have anything to do with procreation or anything like that.
No,
It's
but
the antithesis
because
of that.
because yeah, but you can't say God told me to do it. It's,
No, but what is that within us?
I don't know. I think we're evolving. We are intelligent human beings, and we do care and have empathy for other people. And then what you do is you can feel something when on TV. This is why you cry at the news stories. This is why things really pull stuff out of me because I really feel it, like in a visceral way, because I'm an empath. So, like when you see that, you immediately know that you don't. And there's something. If it's a child, especially, or anybody, if somebody's going to get hit by a bus, you just pull them out of the way. That's what you do.
Okay, so there's pulling someone out of the way. There is also people who sacrifice their lives to do good things.
Yeah.
What is that?
You'd have to ask them.
But you would do it.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, Phill would 100% do it.
But
He would
Phil-
kill for his kids.
Phil
I'm
would do that
telling you
'cause he
now,
wants to die
would.
deep down.
Yeah, he wants to die to prove us wrong.
But genuinely, I would be interested to know where that comes from.
That would
It
be
is.
interesting.
It is a very interesting question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why do humans do the crazy shit they do?
Yeah, but the sacrificial stuff more than anything.
Okay, so that's probably homework for the next You can probably talk about it on the next time, saying I've looked into why people might feel this way or do this way. And
But
then
you
have a
think
chat
it's
about it
all
next time.
some sort of scientific reason behind
There's
it?
no scientific.
and
No.
Group bonding and that
there's
sort of
no,
stuff.
Well, okay, yeah, it's more animalistic than that. So
Do you think? Really?
Yes. So listen, if a meerkat on one side of a plane can poke its head up and communicate without words to the one on the other side of the plane, and they all get up and they all run at the same time, deer and everything. As humans, we have lost more instinct than we ever knew we had for spoon feeding everything. Everything's spoon fed to us. We don't need to think. We don't need to feel.
I'd agree with that. I don't think we're using half of what
I think
have.
when we were clocking around in caves and hunting stuff, we could, without words, somebody would make a noise, and then somebody over there would go, "Ooh," and in one direction we'd all move together because we're instinctually
right, but that's
like that.
all based on survival.
But there's that telepathic link. There's that link between humans.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Sure.
And it's an empathic link, and it's that kind of thing that probably drives you to do these things, to do the right thing or to do whatever. But those are things that we've not delved into. It's all very surface stuff, but we are spoon fed so many stuff that our intellect and our instincts have been dumbed down to such a point. I reckon if you went back 400 years and people were much more empathic and sort of be able to communicate on a much sort of deeper level.
Depending on their culture. So I found out something really interesting on Friday. So there is still an original tribe that exists in the Cameroon within the forests of that area, and they get in a bit of trouble because the forest goes across a few countries, but they've now been recognised. They don't know what the name of the people are as their own people. They're not like they don't have a country. They just exist within the forest.
Get on the keys of steel. Let's find them out.
This group of people, they're quite short. Interestingly enough, she said that, and she also said people from the Cameroon are quite short.
Also cheat at football.
Where are the really tall people from?
Just Germany.
No, they're a tribe.
The Kenyans
China.
are quite tall.
Kenyans, yeah,
The Kenyans are quite tall, and they do that mad jumping thing. I went to Kenya once. They can jump really high, just with their legs really, really straight. Now the calf they're really good. We all tried it when I was in Kenya. It was just like mad.
Yeah.
It's really good. And some of the dancing and stuff, everything's incredible. The culture, that Maasai culture is incredible.
There are incredible cultures. Back to these Cameroonian travelling forest people.
They're not Christians.
I have no idea what they are. I haven't met them. So they exist in the forest. They build their houses out of like leaves, sticks, stuff like that.
Stuff you find in the forest?
Stuff they find in the forest. They exist in an area, and once they've used up the resources of that area, they then just shift to another area of the forest, rebuild camp, and continue. But because there's not a mad population of them, it never uses up the forest, and they exist still to this day in complete union with the forest, not making roads, not destroying it, not drilling in, getting oil, not mining it, all this sort of stuff. They live in a very interesting, to this day, good, personal, wonderful existence.
Not a capitalist amongst them.
Not a capitalist amongst them.
Well, there's the problem.
There are no
commie bastards.
There's no communists. There's no Donald Trump. They don't
have the innate human need for greed. There's not 1% in the tribe that needs to get all the money and control everything, which is what happens with the rest of us.
But this is an interesting thing because then you can look at them and go, Oh, okay. So good, honourable, non-greedy, I forget the word, community-focused people still exist to this day around the world. So the point being, you can still have something pure and good, even though other people have run off and done something negative with it. I think the heart of humans, even though it's wayward, there is still goodness and love and empathy, and all of that exists.
But I doubt they're
Still.
Christians and they don't need that Christianity and they're doing just fine.
But do they worship
But
something?
we don't know that.
The forest, most likely. The Baka tribe. Bird, salmon, the Bagyeli.
The Burt Baccarat.
They're hunter-gatherers.
hunter-gatherers.
So live off the forest.
So people that can't hear what Alfie
Right.
just said, he said there was 3 tribes and they gave the 3 names, and one of them was the Baka.
Yeah, I said it when it came out.
Oh, right, okay. I was listening to him,
I know,
sorry.
I was repeating what he said because I realised that mic's not on. But again,
Phil's a pro.
and this,
Phil is so good at this.
and this actually comes back to your point of there's people who live in harmony, they're doing the right thing, they're not destroying anything and they're carrying on, but they've never been touched by outside religion, i.e. Christianity.
And for
Which
that,
shows-
they'll burn in
but-
hell.
No, but
Alfie, can you look
Christianity
up to see if
just
they have
shows
a religion?
what you could get because it shows that they are rich and they have all the rich things and you are poor and you are different.
I do think wealth corrupts humans. I do think
Yeah.
that
I.e.
money...
the Christian church being the wealthiest thing in the world.
It may be. I mean, I don't have to... I definitely think there are oil people that are
But
richer.
isn't that just a
But-
corruption of original Christianity?
Well, yeah, it's
like-
a corruption of something good. It doesn't mean that because it represents...
But isn't original Christianity developed by a Caesar to keep the population under control because there were just too many fucking gods and there were too many people to control and too many people to appease at once? So
Romans-
bring them under one roof. It was a Caesar who did it
the
originally.
Romans hated Christians.
You're talking about Constantine.
Yeah.
So Constantine wasn't a Christian, and I think it was in 387, somewhere around there. Constantine
making it up.
didn't want Christianity to be illegal anymore because he wanted to unify everybody.
Yeah.
So whether or not that was because he wanted control or whether he was just recognised that
Was he nice or was he really rich and wanted control?
Or did he sense
was a
revolution in the
previous
air?
he was a previous
Yeah.
he grew up as a military man.
A military man.
He grew up as a military man.
Hamwood.
Yeah, Hamwood. He grew up as a military man, so
Military
there
man,
is
don't you know?
definitely something in that. But we don't.
We need to talk about that.
Yeah, we do need to talk about that. We don't know where his heart or his mind would and all that.
Heart was about there.
Yeah, 300.
Mine was about there.
300 was it AD? BC AD, yeah.
Taking 75 years off your last
Yeah,
guess.
the 300s or the 400s,
Around
whatever, that
Getting a
area
bit more wishy-washy
was a
as we go on.
very.
I like this because you don't
It was
get
a
away
very
with the fucking
interesting
thing
time.
they built
Oh,
it.
fucking hell.
It was great. It was a very
put
interesting
up with any
time
rubbish.
because up until that point, the early church was kind of like in chaos. They were all believing random stuff, and it wasn't until the Nicene.
Didn't they have the Bible?
They did, but
So
they didn't have
what
it
was going
bound
on there
into
then?
one book. They had multiple scrolls,
Oh.
and then they all got together. I think it was called the Nicene Creed.
And they
or the
decided
Council-
what should
the
be in
Council of
and what
Nice-
should be out.
Exactly.
So they left stuff like the book of Mary Magdalene, who says there is no such thing as sin, and lifts up women. But obviously, the Christian church didn't lift up women. They,
It does lift up women.
it does not lift up
can-
women.
Can I just
I
mention
can
quickly
literally- I
that
could take
George's
you
people took
through the-
7 books out of the Bible, didn't you?
Oh, what? Oh, you see, it's interesting. You say my people. So
Who are your
David,
people?
David is a Catholic.
Yes, and you're a Protestant.
See, I don't. I'm just a person that believes in Jesus
It's right
and
here,
follows
Tim.
him.
Come on, whoever
The
gets it
tridents,
first can
yeah.
win.
Yeah, I've got the talking stick. No, I'm just a person that believes in the life of Jesus. I believe he is who he says he was. I believe that he did die and rise again. I believe that he does bring a grace from God so we can have that
You're
relationship.
starting to blush. You know
Whether
you've got
that
them cornered.
makes me a Catholic or a Protestant or whatever, I honestly don't care.
Makes you a goddamn coward.
I'll tell you what, the
It
Buddhists
does
have got
not
it
make
right.
me a coward.
The Buddhists have got it right.
You reckon?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. They do have a lot of good things going for them, but
A lot.
I don't think.
Do you
that
think
is the way.
Buddhists are going to heaven, or do you think they're
No, they get reincarnated, don't they?
no? But as a
Oh,
If-
they're going to be
if-
let into
if
his
you're
heaven.
right.
Is there going to be a Buddhist there going, damn
What do you
it,
mean
I was
if
wrong.
David?
yeah, they're burning in hell, just like
Do you know what I mean?
No, I believe.
Way to be
that-
wrong, guys.
I believe what the Bible says. I believe that Jesus is the way, the truth, and life, and no one gets to the Father except through him.
I've always
So I
struggled with the
believe that
idea
all
that
other-
you brought up earlier that someone can repent, or someone so incredibly evil can repent on
Yeah,
their
of
deathbed.
course they
Oh,
can.
that's a great
and
one.
yet someone
Get
so
blessed and away they go.
yeah,
And someone incredibly good won't end up in heaven.
yeah,
That's fucked up.
that's tough for me
Well,
to get my
we
head
didn't
around.
make the rules, did we, Phil?
We fucking did make the rules. That's
No,
my entire
we didn't
point.
make the rules.
The humans made the fucking rules. It's all bullshit made up by humans or weak-minded individuals
We didn't
to
make
keep
the
you
rules.
under control, which is working very nicely, can I say?
Excellent.
I don't
It's
think I'm
funny.
particularly under control. I
Can
think
we-
I'm a little wayward. Oh, the
Okay, let's
forest
go back to
people.
the forest people. We've got more information. Here we go. Oh, shit. The missionaries have come along and now they've adapted to Christianity. They worship their own Jengis,
Speak closer to the mic.
which is the forest spirits, which I can understand they have more of a connection to, or their own dances, their own kind of stuff. But they also have a sort of a Christian edge. Missionaries, they do like to spread the word, these
Thank
Christians,
God for
don't
the
they?
missionaries.
Yeah.
They get out there and they sort of spread the good word. It's like fucking CrossFitters or
Yeah, they are like cross. Yeah.
anybody who does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They'll bring anybody under their banner, won't they?
So what we've
Just
learned
come and have a
today-
roll. Just come and have a roll.
Yeah.
Come and have a little worship. It'll be all right. Come and have a roll in the dirt. It'll be great fun. Come on, come and have a little worship. Take some community. It's going to be great. Let's have a roll in the dirt. Let's have a wrestle.
So what you're saying is my point earlier is correct, that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is now higher than God,
No,
and that's what's
didn't say
making
that.
society.
If Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was higher God making society, like nobody would fight each other. Well, they'd be
Jesus
all right
was a
standing up.
black
As soon as you
belt.
went to the ground, you're fucked.
Jesus was a black belt.
In kindness.
Oh God, that's kind of Jesus is my homeboy Christian camp shit.
I'm
Stop
going to
it.
get a T-shirt.
Did
Jesus
you
was
ever
a
go
black
to
belt.
Christian camp as
No.
a kid? You didn't?
That's so lame, dude.
He's too busy
is
being
that-
thrashed at public school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right.
And the rest.
Can we just go completely...
That's where he turned to God.
Yeah.
One buggering too many, Hamwood.
Let's dive into Hamwood.
What turned you to Christ? Bit of sodomy.
Hamwood's a character that got created. David Graham Wood over there was he was Hamwood's just Hamwood cries and he doesn't want to go over the top in the trenches. So Hamwood's a card. He's got trench foot. He was at a job once and he had trench foot in his boots and he was having a terrible time because his feet were rotting in his boots.
I did actually have trench foot.
He cried a lot.
There was a lot of crying. When
Yeah.
we went to
Were those the
Cornwall-
same...
Oh yeah, it was over at Cornwall.
Oh, yeah.
Were
it was
those the same
horrendous.
shoes that were super minging and gross and were just like, never have those shoes
Yes.
in
Do
my
you remember
car?
when I bought those boots and I accidentally bought a different shoe for each foot?
Oh, yeah.
I've still got them, but don't pull me.
Yeah, so Hamwood's poor old Hamwood in the trenches won't go over the top. Yeah, it's shot as a card. Just like
I didn't get a credit
to blab.
in Piglets. Just to
An acting
completely
credit. You
change the
actually got a
subject.
credit though, do you? A grip trick.
I got a grip credit.
Yeah, but you didn't
but
get an acting
I didn't
credit.
get an acting
So if
credit.
you want to see David on television, Piglets on ITVX, the last episode, you'll see David acting his best, and we'll see why we call him Handsome Dave. He's,
Acting his goddamn heart out.
yeah, loved it. You did.
It was...
27 takes.
Did you
Yeah, well,
enjoy the
they even gave you a
experience?
line which they cut out. Things were getting bigger and bigger and
Things
expanding
were.
and expanding.
I was-
Things were getting out of
I
control.
was fully stressed.
Yeah, fully stressed. And then it was like, and then back to work, down with a bump. Couldn't talk to him for a week. Where's my trailer?
Yeah, you do it.
That's great. So as a crew member in a film, TV, whatever, you've had an acting role. Phil, have you ever had one? Have you ever existed in back of shot or something
I know.
like that?
I mean, you can see my bald head walking around in the circle in the back of Ariana Grande did a 10-year anniversary of like her first album. We shot it at Soho Farmhouse.
Yeah.
And I'm in the background of a lot of the shots, just sort of cruising around and just sort of with a dolly on a piece of track. But I've never actually acted it.
Yeah, I once ended up doing it, but completely by accident.
Yeah.
Phil's going through all of the random.
Yeah, there's stuff under the table here. There's good-
extraction stuff.
There's some good shit under here.
We were shooting this film. I think it
Yeah.
was a Sky One Christmas movie.
Is that
I
a
know.
cheese?
It's right. It's not a cheese.
Oh.
It was a Sky One Christmas movie. I think it was called The Last Dragon Slayer.
Do you know how
Big-
much this stresses Chips out
What,
when
me
you start doing
Fucking with his stuff.
Because he gets
It's very
2
distracting.
seconds into a story and
It is very distracting. I am a.
I'm not doing it out of disrespect.
Ask, no, it's fine. Ask my missus. I can only
yeah.
focus
Should we
on
just
one
fuck
thing
around?
at a time. And yeah. Anyway, so cut a long story short, I accidentally ended up bang in the middle of shot because I was doing something for the directors asked me to do, and I ended up with a full face in screen, screaming and chasing the lead actress across a field. So yeah, if you watch the end of The Last Dragon Slayer, where there's an angry mob
Which
chasing
you'll find
an
is normal
actress,
procedure for Chips.
It is normal.
He's
procedure
often
for me.
seen screaming and chasing the lead actress around across a field.
George actually was in 28 Years Later. He was the
Oh, massive tall alpha zombie with a huge cock.
that's the one.
You see-
No,
you didn't hear-
no prosthetics.
You
there.
heard
That's
it here
a
first,
vicious rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so yeah, it's quite. That was my own. I think. I don't know. I might have been in other things. I don't remember.
Do
But
you
yeah.
remember in Tommy and Tuppence at the Hackney Empire when I was in the back of shot
Oh yeah, you're sitting there in the
lost
theatre.
his fucking mind.
Fergus lost his fucking mind. It was like, okay, well, that was the AD's fault, not your fault.
Yeah,
The AD should
absolutely.
have cleared the back of shot and made sure everybody's out in the back of shot, and you had no idea because it was a big auditorium, and you couldn't hear what was being said at the back. So yeah, fuck.
He was like, "There's a bloke in a white shirt at the back there." Immediately changed.
There it
Chucked
goes.
hoodie on.
Absolutely.
Weren't me.
So ADs, for anyone who doesn't know, are assistant directors.
Yes, they help stuff on the set, and they help the directors, and they run around and they do things from getting coffee to organising the crowd and the actors, and directly.
And they deal with all of our crap. So big shout out to ADs. You actually do a
Big
great
shout out
job.
Phil and
watching.
I worked on a short movie,
Yeah.
which has
Oh,
now
we
since
did.
been nominated for an Oscar.
It's not even shortlisted. It's nominated for an Oscar. One of 5 short films nominated for an Oscar. It's called A Friend of Dorothy. You can see it on Disney Plus. It's got Miriam Margolyes and a great young actor called Alistair, and it's amazing. So yeah, watch that. Hopefully it gets
Check that
somewhere.
out. But on that one,
that'd
there
be
were
fucking amazing.
must have been 1,000 ADs.
Yeah, well, they're all in there for free, weren't they?
And they're
Because
all
it was a
about
free job.
14,
Yeah, nobody got
so-
paid anything, so we all did it for free. I gave all my kit for free, and it was all for free.
That's cool.
And then but everybody's getting some work experience, and we're all stuffed into this house, weren't we, trying
Oh,
to get this
yeah.
thing shot? But we did, and it was good. Big
4
shout
days.
out to Ness White. I hope you're not watching this because you never employ me again after my view. So please don't. Watch
Yeah,
it.
That could be a problem.
No, it's not going to be a problem because Ness, as in the Ness, not I though, Ness.
I don't know.
Because
Which
we know
one do you
how
We did
we know how right wing Hollywood
Horseface.
is.
Horseface.
Yeah,
yeah. So Ness is great. Big shout out to Ness. We love you. Ness is a quality human being, and she's not going to judge you because you see the world differently to her, because she's sensible
do I
enough
know-
to know that everyone sees the world
We
differently.
might,
So
we might see things the same.
you'll be fine. Yeah, you might see things the same.
We always do. We did another charity job, didn't we? Just last week for missing people.
Yes.
Apparently, every 90 seconds, someone in the UK goes missing. So if you're watching this, all 13, maybe 14, 15 of you by the time I've been on. Look at the missing people charity. Somebody goes missing, never to be seen again. Every 90 seconds in the UK.
That is crazy.
And
That
we-
is ridiculous.
Yeah, and we did a free
Absolutely
commercial.
nuts.
for that
How
the
is
other day.
that? How is that
Fucking great little
happening
bit.
in modern times?
It does go to show you, if you do want to disappear, if you had enough, it is possible.
Don't tempt me.
You know what I mean?
Though I seem to be going in the opposite direction.
Just give it
I
off
used
Craig
to
David.
hate
Give it the old walking
people
away.
looking at me. I used to not be able to stand it, and now what we're doing a flipping podcast. Anyone in the world can see us now.
You're not enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it because I'm hanging out with you. I'm just trying not to think about it because
You wait till you watch it back. It's going to be fucking pure rage bait. This one.
This
I
will get-
cannot
There's
wait.
going to be. There's going to
No
be.
one's going to watch it, but
There's going to be comments.
Can I-
The 10 people that watch it. Have you got Instagram yet? Because we need to start doing reels to get it right
Yeah,
out there.
we've got
Alfie's
YouTube
Real
shorts.
rage bait the shit
Yeah.
out of it. It's going to be amazing.
Alfie's on that. Alfie
you
knows
really don't
what's
care
going
anymore,
on.
do you?
I don't give a fuck. I mean,
He's
anything. Well, 'cause this is what
TikToking
you want to
and
do,
all of that.
isn't it? This is how you want to make some money. I do what I do to make money, but I'm happy to help you.
I
make money
actually
by
really love
actually
doing this. I think it's
Raging,
great.
getting people to rage. I'm quite enjoying it myself, actually. Wouldn't mind.
This is the perfect. I mean, we were talking
coming
about
in.
you doing stand-up comedy the other day.
yeah, I'm not
because
sure I'm that funny.
you tell a joke well.
Yeah,
You
well,
do tell.
people don't tell
you do
jokes
tell a
anymore.
joke
Now,
well.
my stepfather used to tell jokes all the time, and people don't just tell jokes anymore. Jokes are funny, and they're a good way of connecting with people, and they're a good way of breaking down a barrier. But people worry about jokes and that kind of stuff. Jokes are fun. Let me tell you one of my favourite jokes. Let me tell you about my first sexual experience.
Yeah, go for it.
It was a lot like my first rugby match. I was battered and bruised, but at least my uncle came.
No, that's not okay. That is
Jokes are
hilarious.
great.
Yeah, no, I get it.
More jokes. I'm not going
So,
to tell more jokes.
on-
we invented a joke.
No,
Here we go. David and I invented a joke the other day, right?
Oh, this will be good.
Did you hear?
Oh, I see
Did
what
you hear
you've done
about the
there.
unlucky dyslexic nonce? He got
Yeah.
7 years for smashing a mirror.
That's actually very good.
Yeah.
That is so.
God,
The,
that made me laugh.
So David came in. David, as soon as you said you got a couple of the letters mixed up there, we laughed solidly for about 10 minutes, unable to do anything, and then we sort of developed the joke in the van on the way home.
the point that I was trying to
Let
make
me get YouTube, Nick.
was that we should be able to use comedy to make fun out of anything
Yeah.
and make a joke
Talking
out of
Ricky
absolutely
Gervais.
anything. Ricky Gervais is amazing. I
If
know
you're
he
offended
sees the
by it,
world.
that's you, not the joke.
Well, exactly.
That's
I
how you-
love the
that's
fact
your
that Ricky
response to it.
Gervais. So I remember the first time I watched him, I was like, oh man, he's kind of really anti-God. And I kind of really thought about what he was saying. But then as a human being that can actually think for myself, I watched it and thought, this is actually really good comedy. And he
Yeah.
makes a lot of
But
really
he's
valid
not anti-God.
points.
He just fails to believe that God exists.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
He's not putting God down. He just doesn't think doesn't think that religion in itself per se. I mean, because out of the 4,000 religions, what makes yours right?
Because it's the truth.
Right. But you believe that. Faith,
Yeah.
guys. Faith. You've heard it here first. You've got to have faith.
No more God.
Great song.
Don't.
Yeah, we're
know
going
what
to
I mean?
burst into
No
song.
more God.
So,
I want that. You will have to. Put that as the bed on the reel. George Michael Faith. Do you know what I mean?
So I think that comedy has a fantastic place in our society.
Of course it
and
does.
because of this, and because of a stupid thought that I had a few months ago, I actually set myself out a target to write like 5 to 10 minutes of comedy and then go throw myself onto a stand-up somewhere and do it. And I've got about 20, 30 minutes now.
Great.
So I am going to throw myself in. The thing that I'm most excited about is actually the very high percentage that I will tank on the first time.
Well, no, let's find a comedy open mic. Let's find one. There'll be a comedy open mic in Guildford.
Go to this.
We'll come along. I'll bring the tumbleweeds.
I would. Yeah.
You bring the bell. Dong.
I'll bring the fruit.
But no, seriously,
I'm not going to hold back.
I
I may be someone of faith, but I am not holding back. I'm going to rip into everyone. I've got a great joke.
Let's do it. I'm going to look into this.
Vegans are paedophiles.
We actually should.
Should we? Okay, we'll go to a comedy open mic.
Yeah.
And then please get me on after.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
I would like you to come back on a fairly regular basis because it is great. But on a thought I had earlier, there's a guy that I've met. I think he lives over in Woking Way. He's actually what they call an apologist. So he deals in apologetics. So he's a Christian man who can argue, a bit like Charlie Kirk, very good at arguing his point.
Yeah.
It would be amazing to see you two go at each other. I would flipping love that.
Poor old Alfie's busy today. An apologetic is somebody who defends religion.
Yeah,
Okay,
he defends religion. So he does it from a Christian perspective.
Oh, I'd like to meet.
Yeah, no, he is good fun.
You'd get on like a house on fire.
Yeah, exactly that. People dying, screaming.
People dying. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
People will die
Did the cat
and
make
will
it out?
scream.
But
So-
let's cut this
Yeah.
and get back to your fledgling comedy.
Oh, yeah.
career.
So
I think you should go and kill Tony.
you think I should go and kill Tony?
do a
What, for the
minute.
first time? Yeah, but it doesn't
What's
work
Kill
like
Tony?
that.
Yeah, but you go in a bucket, don't you?
You do
What
go
is
in
it?
the bucket.
What's
So
Tony?
Kill Tony is a comedy show, a live comedy show that's sort of live streamed on YouTube.
Is
And
it
there's-
Tony
there's a
Hinchcliffe?
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
And a few comedy guests, and then they pull names out of a bucket to come and do 1 minute of stand up, and then they do a little interview afterwards. But it's great. It's like a long podcast, but with a live audience. And
It's very. You can actually watch it on Netflix now. It
Yeah,
is
there's a
actually on
couple on
Netflix,
that.
but you should just follow
this is
him.
where you're
anyway.
heading.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be
I would love
unbelievable.
to own a comedy club. I think that would be great. It's
Yeah.
kind of my dream to open and run a comedy club.
We should do it.
Yeah, I mean, sure, there's money in it. We don't really have a dedicated comedy club in Guildford.
No, that's what you need. It would be much better
Electric
than having
Theatre.
another
Well, I mean,
fucking
start putting
nightclub.
on nights. Electric Theatre's available for. I mean, somebody's going to take that on. I think the Boiler Room are going to take that on. Then the Boiler Room will be free for a lease, and that's an ideal place. It's already set up as a pub.
Yeah, Boiler Room's great for gigs.
I think the people from the Boiler Room. Shout out to the people from the Boiler Room.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. We
just
love
keeping
you.
that shit alive for as long as you have done. It's amazing.
It is
I enjoy
amazing.
going there. It's great. And it's it's fucking awesome. So, I think they were looking at the Electric Theatre, and I hope you get it. It'd be great. At the Boiler Room.
Isn't there a coffee shop in Guildford that the people that run the Boiler Room also own? I think there is. There's a coffee shop somewhere. I think you guys, whoever you are, you should just keep taking over. You're doing a great job.
Doing a great job. Yeah, I love it. We're gonna have to. I've got things to do, so 10 more minutes, and I have to go.
That's
How long have we been doing
totally
now?
fine.
Hour and 7 minutes. That's about right. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's
About
about
right. Otherwise, people just get bored.
People got bored
A long time ago.
45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Did they? All the shouting and the screaming and the carrying
an
on.
hour and 6 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure there must be a highlights reel.
Have you got anything else to bring up quickly before?
No,
you,
well, I mean, are you taking
What's on
notes
your
of our topics we've covered? Because if I come back, we can't really copy them again.
Well, you could just do whatever you like, mate. That's absolutely fine.
with three podcasts,
There's no
and I've got
rules
nothing
here.
left to talk about.
Oh, really? I mean, I'll tell you what we should do then.
There
We
are
should save
no
it, and next
rules.
time we should talk about maybe, jobs we've had and what jobs are good and what jobs are bad and the worst jobs and the best jobs and the people that do these jobs and what kind of people they are. Like the bin men. I mean, what kind of person is a bin man? He's a good man. He's a hard-working man.
He
Makes a
keeps
lot of
us-
money.
He's a
He's
dirty
just-
man.
No,
And you'd
he's
think
not
he'd be
a
fit,
dirty
but a lot of
man.
them aren't. They're running, smoking fags and eating fries. But a bin man, totally essential job. Lovely thing. And back in my day, people were like, that's a good job, mate. Yeah, you want to go on a bin stand? It's a bloody good job. Coal man doesn't exist anymore, but these hard-working jobs that, and then we can get into the point that there are jobs that the British public won't do.
Have you seen that Ricky Gervais joke where he talks about, how amazing humans were and they did this and all of that, rah, 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 rah. And then the end of the joke is, and then one day got hurt by words.
Yeah.
It's such a funny joke.
If you've been hurt by anything in this podcast and you'd like to receive help, then there are numbers available. If you're offended by anything in this podcast, that's your own fucking problem. And I'll see you next time.
It's 07777. It's the way you tell them. Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks, folks.
Oh, you bellend.
See you later.
Thank you.
Well, I think that went very well, don't you?
That was great.
Which is why we need immigration.
So
Oh, there we
good.
go. Right.
That is
so
so
with
good.
every guest, we finish the show by asking them their favourite racial slur. So if you want to just look down the camera and
I don't have racial slurs. I'm not a racist.
you had them before we started rolling.
Oh, stop.
This is so
Goodbye,
Let me know.
folks.